Welcome. I'm Janita Stanton. We have Reginald Shaka Williams, and we are TSARE. This is the There's Something About Real Estate podcast, where we talk all things real estate.
What's going on?
What to do?
What the business is.
Oh, there you go.
Voting. Everybody need to vote. Go vote.
Everybody going to vote? Oh, man.
Tuesday.
Dang, that's another golf day.
I'm going to try to go in the morning.
Yeah, and get it out the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, everybody gotta jump in. Emmett said, "What up, though?"
What up, though, Emmett? Oh, Emmett. What up, Emmett?
I gotta grab before we end. I'm gonna grab. You can post in the link if y'all want to.
You see, what up?
Where you can go register at.
Oh, what's going on? Huh? I'm sorry. I seen somebody I hadn't seen in a minute.
All right.
What was you gonna say? You got to go register to vote and do what?
Yeah, I was saying if y'all want to, I'll go grab the there's a number and so a registration link and then a number you can call and ask for questions and all that kind of thing. So we can post that if y'all want.
For sure.
I mean, it's up to y'all.
Biden
gonna need help.
We're going for the governor and the Secretary of State right now.
I don't know if he remember if he president.
Right.
Hey, look, so voting is something serious. Everybody need to go out and vote. Whatever political beliefs you have, just go support it. So yeah, there we go.
Right.
All
right, so what else going on?
You know what we gonna vote on though?
One
of these houses. Deal or no deal. So look, I got a property I want us to check out. I'm gonna get a few more people in here, but I put a post out on Facebook and Instagram talk about how these investors be buying a bunch of garbage. But what I didn't say is a lot of them be upset. They're like, "Oh, I'm losing money in Detroit. I ain't never coming back." And I'll be like, "That's cool. That's more money on the table for the people that's really serious, right?" But the reason they buying garbage because they don't listen. They always come after the fact.
Right.
So if they watch stuff like this, so they get, they get the right information up front, they can avoid a lot of bad mistakes.
Facts.
No.
Emmett said he in the NY. It says that a stalemate.
Yeah, because they prices was sky high. They start building properties on top of properties. That one apartment building, they have built another like suite or something on top of the building. It's just ridiculous, man. But yeah, Emmett said, "Yup." Emmett, you wholesaling in Brooklyn? Yeah, he said, "Yup."
I hear that.
So yeah, we got a few properties we're gonna evaluate today. We're gonna let a few more people chime in and get going. So Emmett said he talking to realtors out there.
So you building your connects.
Yeah, that's cool. The good thing with wholesaling, you could do it nationwide. You don't have to be there. You just gotta get in contact with the motivated sellers. You'll find buyers as long as you find the right deals.
Yep.
The money always finds you. Yep, Janita, what's going on in your world?
I don't have nothing much going on. Just been buying. We need to take a record of what we've been doing. I feel like we just been like putting stuff on the contract. That's what I've been doing, trying to get ready for this this new year.
Janita, the contract queen, she just be signing contracts.
I know, right?
She be shooting then aiming.
Say shoot first, ask questions last.
Yeah. Like I'll get my inspection. We'll figure it out after the inspection.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Mansfield? Which one was Mansfield?
That was what, about 2 weeks ago or something. What we need to know, Emmett, is what it's reduced to. So the wholesalers feeling it just like the regular seller, the agents are, and the sellers. Everybody got to reduce their price and do those market corrections.
Which one was Mansfield? Oh, 14,301.
Yeah, 14,301. What's the price on it, Emmett? He be giving us information in sections. It's
oh yeah.
89K. Yep, I remember that. Wait a minute. Wasn't it like 90?
Oh. Actually, I don't remember this.
But see, that's the thing. We got one on under contract right now, right there for 59. But that's that might be, kind of problems, a little too high.
Yeah.
I don't remember this house.
Killer reduction. So what do we say the ARV was on that one?
I don't remember. I know you saw one right around the corner for 175.
I sure did. I don't think people are gonna be able to get 175 no more.
I don't think they're gonna get that right now.
They gotta call me. I can give them the sauce to get their household right.
No, this the one that we got in trouble. That they was mad that we
No, that was the other. That
was in Bagley.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember this one.
All right, so Emmett said his Mansfield 14,301. The ARV is 180 to 225, and he wants 89,000 for it. So you gotta put your information out there, Emmett, how people can reach you if they want to look into that deal. Because we want to see what people can do to make an offer on it.
That's a $45,000 difference, though, Emmett. God damn.
But the numbers might work, though.
That's gonna make or break it.
Yeah.
It don't work at 180, but on 225 it do. But Reg, you said you didn't feel like you could do 175. You did. You sold one for 175 this summer.
Yeah. You can still probably get it. The house just got to be set up right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't go in there with the handyman special. You got to go in there with the contractor. I paid top dollar for the repairs and renovations, and I pull permit special and put it back out there on the market. If you ain't gonna do that, don't even touch past 150, 155.
So you talking about a $75,000 boy?
Yeah.
50 to 75, or 75 and better.
Yeah, so like if you gonna fix it right, you can still get 165 to 175 depending on square footage. But if he's asking 89 for it, you gotta factor in how much it's gonna cost to get that property to that point.
Right. All right.
Look, Emmett, put your info out there. We just gonna have people contact you direct. Because you got a lot of deals going on, man. People need to know how to reach out to you direct. And he said, Woodingham, bring an offer. And it's over. Oh, this one is over 2,000 square feet. So get a hold of
it. And what was the asking price on that one?
89.
I thought that was Mansfield.
That is. What you saying?
No, he said no, Woodingham.
Oh, 14,301 Woodingham. I was about to say, I don't remember this Mansfield.
Mansfield is what he typed in here. Oh, that's yeah.
I don't remember that Mansfield. I don't remember us ever doing that.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our first property here. So I'm gonna bring this up for y'all. Let me grab.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Zoom tight, or bless you, or whatever.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, let me see what we got. So this one is on. Are y'all able to see my screen good? All
Yep.
right. So this one is on Virginia Park, 2541. They say it's just over 1570 is the square footage. They asking 85,000 for it, right? And let's go through the photos on it. And this was sent to me by a wholesaler. Let's see what the interior looked like. Some water damage. Looked like it probably was a dog or something there just tearing the house up. Overgrown vegetation. Probably been vacant for a minute. Yeah, complete rehab. Looked like somebody was trying to rehab this before or do something to it.
What was the address again?
This is 2541 Virginia Park. Yeah, somebody was trying to do something over here and didn't finish it.
They was trying to do cosmetic. They did the drywall look like.
Yeah. Yeah, this look like it's gonna be a complete rehab. You really can't do nothing with most of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the photos we got.
How many bedrooms and bathrooms?
This one is, let me double check. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. So let me pull the comps up. Janita, what's your thoughts on this one? Just the area.
Virginia Park and a 2000 block. For 85.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be running after it right now.
Okay, why not?
I think it's about $30,000 more than what I would want to spend.
All
just
right.
without looking.
So we right off Linwood. So this is the important part right here. Like when people hear Virginia Park, they just automatically assume that it's a certain part of Virginia Park. So we right here at Linwood. This is the block. So this wholesaler is saying that he didn't give an ARV on it. So 85,000, I don't know I want to pay 85.
And anything right off Linwood right now is just right by Central. It's still it's coming. It's not there yet.
Yeah, this is one of them emerging areas. Like this would probably be ideal for an investor that might want to buy and hold or a owner occupant. Let me see what the comps are. Let me pull up.
That house sold for 66. Whoever bought that they just bought that house for 66,000 in March.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
So they probably just couldn't. Yeah, that probably would explain why somebody was doing the work in it. And they probably ran out of money and just need to.
They got way more pictures. If you go look at their prior listing, it's got way more pictures.
Okay, it's gonna come up. I'm gonna share it in 1 minute.
And they got good comps over there. But
what's your comps coming up at? I'm gonna pull up what I have.
I mean, we got one right on Virginia Park. It sold for $150 cash back in July. Then we got one on Lamothe, but I'm not sure that it's a lot bigger. It sold for $160, and it's all brick. It sold for cash back in October. And then you got one on LaSalle Boulevard that I don't even think we should. LaSalle is not comparable.
Yeah, Cece said that's the low end of Virginia Park, and I agree.
Yeah.
And then Emmett said they need new apartment. So here's where people get caught up at, right? So we are literally down the street, right? This one on Virginia Park, 2243. So for 315, right? So when out of state investors and even some investors here, they see this and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this for 85, and the comps is 300,000. So they'll go and put 100,000 into their property and be all in 185 because they think it's gonna sell for 215. But this is 25, the 2500 block of Virginia Park. This comp is in the 2200 block. Big difference. Same zip code. So we go down to the 2200 block. And for some reason, a lot of people, especially out of state investors, they don't understand it. Like I can show it to them. I can take them to the neighborhood and they just like, nah. But this block is not that much of a difference when you first look at it. But I mean, they got 315 for that other house.
The reason that they can't understand it because they're looking at it from a perspective, and I agree, because it's difficult in Detroit so Detroit is block to block, right?
Right.
But you would imagine you within a quarter mile. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, that it's a different block, but it's within that, it meets all the criteria for it to be a comp.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's what makes it hard.
So here's the thing. There's zip codes, and then there's areas, but then there's market areas, right? So the same thing when we talk about auto drive-in that runs through a neighborhood. So this is where the property is at. But then when you look at LaSalle, we really can't use LaSalle as a comp, even though it's like right there. And it's sold for 310. We would know better, but the average investor would look at this and be like, oh yeah, I could sell this. Those two different types of buyers.
Right.
Right. Oh yeah, this house just sold. So they're trying to put it back out there right now.
And they're trying to get a profit because they ain't putting no more than.
Let's see what it looked like before. And this was this one of the. So I will say this: whoever the buyer is, they're probably just trying to cut their losses now.
It wasn't listed. I'm sorry, y'all.
It was listed. It's not listed now.
Oh, it's currently active.
Is it?
Yeah.
For how much?
74.9.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to catch this on the show, right? So hold on, let me pull this up. I'm gonna send you. So this is an email, right? So the wholesaler has this under contract, and they're asking 85,000, right? And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but sometimes you just gotta. I mean, some stuff just gotta be common sense, right?
No deal. Just cause.
No, I gotta talk about this, right? So for some reason, let's just go here and do this then. Let's go ahead. I gotta bring this up because I know wholesalers do this and they get deals, and I'm not counting nobody's money. That's cool. They got it under contract. And they can find a
maybe they got it under contract and maybe the agent just hasn't updated it, but it shows active, like I can go buy it right now.
Well, let's talk about that, right? I just want to pull it off so we can see the history on it. So right now it's active. So this is a property. They had it at 85. They just dropped it down to 74.9. They just dropped this down back on October 24th. The wholesaler sent it to me, saying it's 85,000, which is fine. So All right, so
Yeah.
Janita laughing. So look, there's somebody laughing too. So
I'm gonna see if it's still available.
yeah. So here's the thing, right? You get it under contract. Now, I've seen wholesalers do this, and let's just use this property for an example. They got it under contract for $66,000. The agent has it marked pending, or in a good scenario, the agent will have it marked pending. Maybe it was listed for 85. The wholesaler is putting it out in the market that they're trying to get, 80 or 85,000 for it, and they will find buyers that will buy it, which is weird because the house was listed on the MLS. You could have just went and got it directly and negotiated. But everybody is not a good negotiator. The wholesaler came in and did an excellent job of talking them down from 85 to 60. I'm just using this as an example. Mm-hmm. Then a wholesaler repositions the property back out there for a similar price than what it was listed for. Since they got it under contract, they wholesale it closed, no problem, right? The problem I have with this is usually the buyer that will buy this is the buyer that ends up getting burnt, because some people think, like, for example, the wholesaler go to the listing agent and be like, now that we under contract, can you pull it off the market?
Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the end buyer, for some reason, people think just because a property is an off-market deal, that it's a good deal.
Yes.
So a lot of times when wholesalers are doing this and they getting them under contract, in this case, it didn't happen. It's still showing active. The wholesaler is sending it to me for 85. It's listed for 74, which is, if I'm going to go to the wholesaler for 85, why not just go to the listing agent for 74,000? Right?
Right.
But there's buyers out there, just because they hear the word off market coming from the wholesaler, they'll be like, oh, it must be a good deal. And they'll buy it at the price that the wholesaler is selling it to them for. So as investors, you just have to be careful. Base the decision on the numbers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people call, oh, I'm looking for foreclosures. Really ain't many out there. But the banks are putting the homes on the market at market value. It's not like it's a big deal. You just stuck on the word foreclosure, just like you stuck on the word off market. It doesn't make it a better deal. What makes it a good deal is the numbers. I had people pass up probate deals just because they wasn't foreclosures, right? I'm like, I'm bringing you a deal with an $80,000 profit after renovations. You didn't want it, so I brought it. Right. So it's just simple as that. But here's the case. Wholesaler came to me. We were going to evaluate it today.
You're going to put this wholesaler on out there? You're going to tell us who this is?
Here's the email right here. They actually texted to me from their phone number, so you can see that. But it don't. Now, I want to say this, though, right? I can't say that they don't have this property under contract. They
I can too, because it's with Jeff Glover. And he ain't going to slip like that.
Well, I just text the agent, and she said it's still available.
Okay, there you go. So here you go. But sometimes, in all honesty, sometimes somebody may have just gotten an offer accepted and they haven't marked it pending yet, right? But in this case, we just identified what the issue is. So, no, I'm not a sucker. I'm not gonna pay you 85 for something somebody's offering, asking 74,000 for it.
And you could just Google this. So I'm gonna say something though. So yeah, the person that would buy this does end up getting burned, but those people don't need to be investing because they don't even do the basic work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you should always have your agent. You know what I mean? You should always have your agent that you're working with if you're an investor. if you're not an agent yourself.
Here's your dream team. If you
Yep.
invest in real estate, I need y'all to understand this. You need an agent, wholesaler, attorney, an accountant, and a contractor. Them your
the title company. And the title company.
Yeah, but you'll get a title company. But these your main four.
Mm-hmm.
Your agent and your wholesaler bring you deals. The agent's gonna help you evaluate the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Your attorney gonna make sure your corporation or LLC is set up right and help protect you. And your accountant, because you don't know if you're really making money or not, and to keep you out of tax trouble and to help you lower your tax risk. And then you get your title company and all that, and your contractor.
The top 5.
Yeah, you need your contractor to give you bids and quotes. So if the numbers don't make sense, nothing else to talk about. But yeah, there we go. Somebody wants you to pay 85. Maybe he sent this on November 2nd, which was after they already did the price reduction. So rule of thumb, if you're a wholesaler, don't just go to the MLS, pull a property, send it to me for 10 or 15,000 above what the property is listed for, and then send it to a real estate broker and ask them if they want to buy or if they got a buyer for it. Dude.
He said, are you a sucker or not?
Right.
You're a sucker or not?
Yeah, so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there we go. But
so that's a no deal, is what you're saying.
I mean, we can still evaluate it. It's listed. It might.
Well, the list price. I mean, so what do we say the ARV is?
We didn't get there yet.
That's why I said we still need to evaluate it. So let me pull some comps. I ran some comps, but they wasn't right in the area. And like one of the viewers said, that's not the best part of Virginia Park. So let me pull. I'm gonna have to go like a half mile out and see what we come up with. Bring this back over.
You 180 days?
No, I went back 365 because at first it wasn't much out there. So let me go back and narrow this down to 180 days. But we can agree this is not going to be a $300,000 property, right?
Yeah.
And based on the
180, probably 170.
Yeah, based on the repairs you've seen, Shaka, what you think you would have to put into it?
70, 75.
Okay. Yeah.
And remember, so what I'm gonna tell people this, they be seeing me, I'm just throwing out numbers, right? These aren't cemented numbers, but I'm also taking into consideration some of your holding costs, everything in that $75,000 number.
Okay. So this is one right on the same block. This one sold for 150. It was listed at 180.
Bigger, 500 square feet bigger.
Yeah.
Same number of bedrooms and baths, so.
Yeah, but it's not like really updated. It's not like what you would do if you flipped it, if you were renovating it. But I mean, it's just in decent shape, right?
That still got to get renovated.
You still might have to do some work to it. And this one sold for 160, and it needed some work.
How many square feet? That one big too. That's like 25.
Yeah, this is a 4-bedroom, but it's almost 1,000 square feet more. So it's really not a comp.
No.
And then this is a sell. We can't
that
use
ain't
it.
And I don't see no comp. So I wouldn't buy this just because it's too sketchy. It's too difficult for me to determine what the appraiser is gonna actually value it at. Yeah,
I think, to be honest, just based on what I know about the area and some of the comps that are similar, it's probably gonna be like that 135 to 140, and it just ain't enough room in it.
Yeah, that's dead. But now I see where they was going in there. If you look at that second comp that we had, the one that was like 160,
right?
That's not a You got a spammer.
Oh, we always get we get spammed a lot. Let me make sure. They trying to get somebody set up.
But which one? Let's go to the one that was 160. The one that was barely that wasn't really rehabbed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for 160.
Or no, it was 150.
That's sell for cash.
Or is it 160? No, it's 160. Yeah, that Lamo.
This one right here?
Yep.
I think you meant this one.
No, the Lamo. Not that one.
The one that was only 2,000 square feet.
This one.
This one needed some work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many square feet was this one though?
This one was 2,400 and
not
it was
that
4 bedroom.
Yeah, not that one. Go to the other one, the one you was talking about, Reg. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one was on. This one I said was on the same block.
Yeah. So I don't know. To get the house to that is only gonna cost about $20,000, right? So now you're talking a little bit different.
But you at 110, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, you'll be 110 all in.
75. You'll be at 100.
Holding costs.
You'll be at 100.
Yeah, but that the subject property is 500 square feet less, so you got to factor that in.
True.
Like I said, I'm thinking the comps between like 135, maybe 140 max.
You could probably get this under contract for about 60,000 though.
Yeah.
This would be a John Graham special, y'all. This is one that we would normally say no to based on the doing a full rehab. But if we start thinking a little bit different, and we're not talking about a full rehab, we do have a comp at one. I mean, we have a sold at 150. That's not necessarily a comp because it's a lot bigger. But at the 135, 140, getting it at around 60, putting in about 15, 20,000.
Yeah. It might be some room in there. I just don't.
140. I mean, you got 91,000 to play with.
Better than that one. So yeah, I would try to get it for about 60, 65 to be honest.
But I wouldn't do a full remodel on that.
The price they paid for it originally was the price. That's 66. That's where they brought it right. They just for whatever reason can't.
Oh no, but they had issues in the basement over there. You know what? This is not a deal. Go look at some of them pictures on the original listing. I think it had basement issues.
Oh, when they brought it.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna move on from this one in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna say nah just because of that. But if it didn't have that, that's one to look at, to think about. A quick one.
I thought it was on my sold list. I don't know. Yeah, if you say it had basement issues, it did. We'll move on from there. Yeah, Emmett laughing at the wholesaler. So you're like, God. Like that's when you're not putting the work in to negotiate the deal. You're just not putting the work in to really go out and find deals. Because I mean, that's where the money's at in wholesaling, is finding real good deals. Don't bring me nothing that's already on the MLS and just try to add your amount on top of that. They
just as bad as the investor. They didn't do no work.
Yeah, you might just want to you might just want to be an agent at that point if that's all you're gonna do is sell MLS properties.
Right.
No, for real.
So go get your license.
Yeah. All right. So what we got next? We got this property here on this one is on Maple. What city is this, Janita?
Oh, you talking about the one I sent?
Yeah. This in Dearborn.
I gotta pull it up. What's the address?
All right. This one was 7335 Maple Street in Dearborn. This was brought to us by This was another wholesale company. So here we got 7335 Maple Street, Dearborn, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet, full basement. One of the bedrooms caught fire, so we'll need significant rehab. Furnace and hot water tank are newer. Electric service panel is newer. Also include the lot next door. So I got a question for Shaka, right? They said one of the bedrooms caught fire, but not I'm assuming not the entire house.
Mm-hmm.
When you do any fire damage job, because they mentioned a furnace and hot water tank and electrical box, are you able to keep those items, or do you
You can, but it's going to be dependent on the city.
So each city is different?
Yep. Well, you're going to have, so we call it a team inspection, but you're going to have an inspection by the city. They're going to order an inspection for them to come in. Their building department is going to come in there, and they're going to tell you what you have to replace.
Right. Because I know, like, one time an inspector made us on a fire damaged property, and the fire was like just in one area of the house, but they made them open. They said you have to rewire the house, period. Like, they wouldn't let them use any of the old wiring in the property. They had to rewire everything.
And that's depending on the city. So yeah, sometimes they will do that, right? Yep. And then sometimes they'll be like, no, you know, you can see how far. They may have you go as far as you can see. I mean, until you can see that there's no damage.
Yeah, because that's what they made them do. So that one room, they had to tear out all the walls and expose, and then they had to keep tearing it out until they couldn't see any more fire damage. But we were tripping out because they made them replace. They had to fish all new wiring throughout the house.
So you got to be real careful. You got to do your real due diligence on that. If you buying that, I would ask to have the city come over there.
Yeah.
Or so see if there's already most of the time they already have a inspection.
Okay.
This is on the market as well, accepting backup offers.
Damn.
Wait a minute, hold on.
How much?
Y'all gotta be kidding me. So maybe we should do the research.
Hey,
how much is it on the market for?
Where did it go? Hold on, my bad. Something back.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
So they had it listed at 125. They originally had it listed for 175, and then reduced the price to 125.
Wait, that was 7335 Maple, right?
Yes.
And you said this was on the market now? Single family?
Accepting backup offers.
I didn't put a status in. I was just trying to see if it came up.
It's on there. It's on there.
Okay. So for those that don't know, accepting backup offers. So we used to just have active listings, and then when we went under contract, it went pending. But so many people start submitting their offers and backing out during the inspection, or some people's making offers sight unseen, and then they'll back out once they see the house and be like, oh, we don't like it, or they'll rescind their contract the next day. But we have to notify other buyers and agents before they show the property that we have an offer, but we are still accepting backup offers, basically. So this one, they dropped down to 125. So the contract may actually be with the wholesaler. That's what you're thinking. So now
he asking how much?
He asking 75.5. So here it is on the MLS. Now I could dig this
because it's 50,000 off.
Yeah, because it was on the MLS at 125. The wholesaler went in there and was like, "Hey, let me get this for 60." But then the wholesaler come to me at 75, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, "Oh man!" And they was on the market for 125. Let me check into this, because now it's $50,000. I don't even care what the wholesaler making at this point. It's $50,000 less than what I could have got it for in the MLS. and I'm talking from an investor standpoint because, well,
Not
investor and
necessarily.
agent, I could have probably negotiated with the
Yeah, the
seller
same
and the
thing that he
agent.
did. Right.
Yeah, but I see the value in a wholesaler going out there and negotiating a deal and bringing me a price that's more attractive than what I would have seen on the MLS. That makes sense?
Yeah, that's a good way to break it down.
How much you thinking this house need and work?
All right, let's look at the photos.
We won't know. I wouldn't even base it off of the photos, to be honest. You need to see that inspection.
Oh, it's because it was fire damage?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can look at some of it though. I mean, you can see here they had to tear the they had to open these walls up.
Mm-hmm.
They got a safe in there. Somebody probably was trying to set them up, get that get some of their money out there. Yeah, this is probably not that bad. It just got a lot of smoke damage in there. How do you get rid of that smoke smell?
Soot. You're supposed to clean it. So no, you can't just kill it. That's what everybody think. You can just kill it, but no, you have to clean that first, and then you're going to use there's a primer that they have that's supposed to. It does a pretty good job of getting rid of the smoke smell.
All right, you got some damaged doors and stuff like that that couldn't withstand the heat. Oh damn, yeah. Yeah, and they had to go all the way up through the top.
Now, the fact that realtor had this on the market at 125 is outrageous.
Yeah. Some water probably got in his basement. Usually this is a sign of water. When they cut that drywall halfway up like that.
Yeah, well, when the fire department came in there and put the fire out, yeah, they drenched it. Mm-hmm.
Yep, so yeah, they cut. You can see in the back where they cut all the
4 feet around, all the way around.
Yeah, it's fire damage. Are you gonna have to replace that roof too, right?
Yeah, it looked like it.
All the siding.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably melted in places we can't even see in the pictures.
Yeah.
Even at the 75, it's a no deal for me.
Yeah, too high.
All right, we gonna run comps, or we just gonna say no on this?
Just go ahead and look at the comps. I want to see if they.
All right.
The only thing we can do with this is bulldoze it and build one of them big ass $600,000 houses.
Oh yeah, right. They got some over there. It might come up as a comp too. So what else going on in the real estate world? We just shot the episode talking about rent control. Tell us about that, Janita.
Rent control. They're trying to get it on the ballots, potentially for here in the area, where they'll say people that are currently occupying properties, you will only be able to go up on a rent by a certain percentage that's set by the local municipalities, probably, right? Who will make that determination? The municipality.
Yeah, so a lot of times states like California, New York, I think New Jersey.
Yeah.
And it was one other state. They all have like different cities.
Oh, Maryland.
Yeah, they got rent controls
already enforced.
Yeah.
So we were just discussing like if it'd be good for this area or not, and how we felt about it.
Yeah. So what were your thoughts on it? I know we talked about it on the show.
That's gonna be a good episode. When does that air?
Tuesday. It should be airing Tuesday. Yeah.
Tomorrow? I mean, 2 days from now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other Tuesday, Shaka.
Right. It's been a long weekend.
Right. All right. So let's look at our comps for the area. I just put in there based on square footage. I ain't want anything like that was over 1,800 or something like that. So, because this one only 1,000 square feet. So this one, they got a comp at 120. It only got one.
Not a comp.
Yeah, this one on Maple down the street for
Probably.
Yeah, so this one is 142. It's sold, but it's sold back.
That's a 2-unit, ain't it?
No, this. Yeah, they got
It's
it's
an
actually,
income bungalow. Oh wait, is that 2 doors?
That's a 2-unit.
Oh yeah.
yeah, they got it under single family though. That's weird. Or I see
I do
that.
that on my 2 units. I listed them in both places.
So this one sold for 170 on Orchard. It just sold in May.
That's too far. That's too long ago
Yeah.
in this market, unfortunately, until we
Look at that.
stable out a
Look at
little
that.
bit.
That's
Yeah,
not.
but the house wasn't that. Look at that. You can see
Yeah.
it ceiling.
Yep.
I mean,
Old
this
12 by
corner
12.
is typically good for about that 169 range.
Yeah. So what you think you have to put into this house from 75,000? What you got to put into it in repairs on top of that?
So it depends. So if they tell you to go, that you got to go in there and rewire, open all those walls and rewire that entire house, then you know now your price then went up. So it's a small house. So I think you could probably get away with like 45, 50,000, unless they start having you do more, more stuff because of the fire.
Right. This one on Kendall is 1,200 square feet, sold at 220. I'm thinking maybe like about 170 over here for that 160 to 170 range.
Yeah. So we could pay 40,000 for it.
And they're asking 75. And how much you say you have to put into it, Shaka? Just for
about 50, 45, 50.
Yeah, because it's not that big of a house, and really you just got to address that fire damage room.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 125, 130 all in. You probably somewhere between like 165 and 170 is what I'm thinking in the current market. Because this one at 190 was a 4-bedroom, and then this one at 190 was a 4-bedroom. This Orchard 3-bedroom, 170. So yeah, and so it's not a lot of room in there. If you can get it less, it'll probably be a good deal. Like if you can get it for around like 50 or something, that'll make it more attractive.
Yeah, if you get it with the wholesaler, probably got it for it'd probably be a deal.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, go out, take that square footage out. I want to see those nice them Dearborn.
Oh, you want to see? All I gotta do is put in 1,500 to 4,000.
Look at it, a bunch of them.
Wait, let's jump down. I don't know if any of those sold recently. We might have. Oh, there you go. Sam Bazzi.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't did this house up. It's funny though when you look at these and you look at the block. This one sold for 500,000.
But that was in February. See, let's see. Go closer. Let's see within the last 100
Yeah,
days.
I think this one on Hoger is the more recent.
This one just sold in August. This 544. So I'm gonna do something real quick. Look through these photos, and I'm gonna look at the map.
It wouldn't even be worth building. That was 500,000.
544.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth.
Yep, 3,800 square feet. So why you say it's not worth building?
On your low end, you're gonna be paying about $100 per square foot to build.
All right, but so you said from an investor trying to build it to sell it, though, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, as a homeowner, it's different. Yeah, a homeowner.
Yeah.
But as an investor, it wouldn't be worth all that trouble for that.
All right, so I want our viewers to see this, right? So if you're not aware of Dearborn and what's going on, and I actually saw the property on Parkline, which is on the Detroit side, but it's like one main street over from Dearborn. They built 2 brand new houses probably about like 8 or 9 years ago. and none of the comps was over like 80 or 90,000, and we sold ours for like 260 over there. But it wasn't this big. It wasn't one of these big 4,000 houses, but it was more like 2,800. But the block looked similar, almost identical to this, where these were the houses that we had. I actually sold a little bungalow similar to this on Parkline, but then they those people, when I sold it, I was marketing, then the other seller called me, and that was the house. So what they're doing in this area, they're tearing these houses down when somebody sells them, and then they're going and they're building these 4,000. These are like the houses that was being built in Africa when I was over there.
Then they had a couple lots with signs in them too. Oh.
Yeah.
So go over here and do what they were doing in like the Birmingham area, like where you're not going to tear down the entire house, you just tear off part of it, give it more square footage.
Yeah, then you don't have to get new construction permits. You're just doing modifications to the existing structure. So this house this photo was from 2008 when Google was on this part of the street. So it might be a house there now. But yeah, that's what's going on in that area. Your house sitting right here, and then your neighbor come along and big bank take little bank on you and build this right next to you.
And no issues. You know, some people that want those houses, how would y'all feel? I got a question. How would you feel if you had that house, if you owned this house and it was in that neighborhood?
If I owned this bigger house?
Yeah.
If the neighborhood cool, I'm cool. But it's like, yeah, now what I might have a problem with though, because some people they have to go through zoning to determine how tall they can build some of these properties. Because some of the neighbors would complain if you build them too tall, especially if they on both sides. But I wouldn't have a problem either way. If this where the area is going, like I can honestly see, like, okay, the minute one of these houses go up for sale, it's probably going to end up being one like this or similar to it. So
would you be worried about being able to get your money? So what if a house doesn't like if you're trying to liquidate?
Yeah, and I wouldn't. Well, the market is demanding that, and everybody obviously is a market for it because everybody not going to be able to build. And then you start seeing stuff like this. What was the I think it was one of our viewers last week asked, well, how can you tell like when a market is coming up? You start seeing stuff like this. This is so obvious, right? But me personally, I wouldn't go out and buy. I hope I'm not making y'all dizzy. I wouldn't go out and buy this house on this block.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I got a house listed like that now.
This house, you talking about the new house? You wouldn't go out and buy it on this block?
No, I wouldn't buy it on this block.
But the people that are buying over here, they want to be here.
Yeah, well, they're staying there. We saying, yeah.
Some of them were already there, and they tore the house down and built a new one, or they was just living in the area, and as soon as a lot came available, they tore it down. I guarantee you, like, this house is probably going to end up coming down sometime soon in the next 5 or 10 years. And it's going to look like that.
So, Janita, you saying you wouldn't have an issue? You would?
Buy the bigger house on that block? No, not me.
Oh, okay.
Janita only buy 100 houses. Yeah, so... No, but yeah, that's what's going on. So that's just, I mean, these are signs we got to pay attention to when we looking in different markets and different cities. Like, what's the trend?
But it's ideal for us too, I think, as investors. And I think that's the part. Like, me or you, I mean, none of us will probably ever buy over here, but there is a whole market for these houses. So, and people want them. And people, you know, especially if they got big families, and because that's typically what they're doing. They're moving all of their family in these houses.
Right.
Multiple
So
families.
Yeah.
I do want to say this too for investors, right? If somebody come to you and they be like, "Oh yeah, you can buy this house because there's new construction around and this is the ARV." Don't base your ARV on this. Base your ARV on similar properties like this right now, because everybody is buying these or not buying them. Some people buying them just to tear them down, so they're probably not gonna pay you top market dollar because they got to pay you to tear this down and then go and build this at cost. And then the other thing is don't try to use this as a comp and try to adjust for it. It's probably so many properties like this one in the area that's sold that you can use as a comp to determine the market value for what it is right now, not what it's next to. So people get caught up on that. Oh, they building over there. That's automatically going to raise the value of this. Not necessarily, because these properties sell for this amount. These properties sell for this amount in that area. So
what the investor should have learned today was what? Do your due diligence on any deal that's brought to you, whether it's brought to you by an agent or a wholesaler. Google.
Yeah, and then the lesson learned for today: don't send real estate brokers properties for sale that's listed higher than what it's on the market for, and it's still active. If anything, send me something that you got under contract that's below what it's listed for on the MLS, especially if the property is still active on the MLS. Why would I give you $15,000 more than what the seller is asking for on the MLS? And then on top of that, send it to a real estate broker
Right.
to buy it.
They said, Reggie, you don't know what the hell you doing. You a
Right.
newbie out here.
Oh man.
Did that person know you?
I think they sent me some deals before. This person always texts me.
Oh,
and they sent it to, but they not the I had a wholesaler from Ohio sending me, they sent me like 4 properties. I'm running comps and I'm like, wait, all of these pending, and the price that they were listed for, they were selling to me at a higher price. Then in one of them, they were selling to me for $10,000 less than what it was listed for. But I'm like, dude, I'm a broker. Like, you trying to, if you got it under contract at full price or whatever price, if I was gonna buy in that area for that price, I would have already seen it because it's on the MLS, right? But I'm damn sure not gonna pay you 10 or 15,000 more than what it was listed for, because it wasn't like it was a highest and best type scenario. You just a wholesaler that got it under contract at or below,
and not a good wholesaler. So you know they got to understand there's a difference between good wholesalers and people that want to just call themselves a wholesaler.
Right.
Unfortunately, you don't have to have a license to be a wholesaler, right? You could just, you could just say that's what you are.
Yep. I am what you say I am.
Yeah.
Don't fake it till you make it. I'm gonna put this post up on my Instagram and share it with y'all. Fake it till you making it. Gonna hurt a lot of people.
You do.
Yep. All right, that's a wrap for us. Hope everybody learned something. What not to do as a wholesaler. Jaja, you got anything you want to take us out on?
Oh yeah, put that. I sent the email to TSARE. Can you click on it and put the voter registration stuff in the comments or wherever you put the stuff where people can find it later? That's Reggie's job, y'all.
You campaigning? You got somebody running for office or something?
No, I'm not campaigning, but people need to go vote.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you adamant about putting the message out there.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right. Janita said, "Go out and vote." You gonna do one of them rap videos like
I thought about it earlier.
What was the I don't know. They was all corny, but one of them rap videos, go to the poll, get your booty to the poll, something like that. The videos was embarrassing. But yeah, just go vote so y'all don't have to watch no more of them corny ass rap.
Don't worry, I'm trying to get my kids out here to go So,
Yeah.
you know, I think I got one of them that I might have to drag by the neck.
Don't be beating your kids because they ain't vote for the same candidate you wanted to. Let them have
I don't
it.
know who. Look, that part ain't my concern. Have y'all seen they sending out report cards out here, voter report cards? I got an honor roll list in my. I'm like, really?
I got one. Then they try to hide my neighbor's name and tell me that they didn't vote 1 year. I was like, man, y'all scandalous. Now I got to go up and down the block and be like, which one of y'all didn't vote and all that stuff.
So they tried to hide their name.
Yeah, man. I hate politics, man. I don't like.
I hate them too. It's my least favorite thing, but you know.
I vote for the people I think that's gonna be that's gonna do the best job. I keep it moving. I don't be committed to just no one candidate like that. Yeah. All right. Yes. So that's the wrap. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Send y'all deals to. Let me show y'all where y'all can email. If you got any properties you want us to evaluate on your behalf, whether you get ready to get into the deal or you got a property, email it to our email address right there on the screen. We will evaluate it for you in real time. Even if you want to send it to us beforehand, we'll give you our opinion in advance. But preferably, we want to do it on the show so other people can learn on what mistakes not to make.
Most definitely.
All right. All right. Have a good one, and we are out.